What is up, YouTube? It's your boy Young Big Mac. We are back with another deck profile, and we have Suicune V, one of my favorite decks this format. Not as good as it once was, but still lots of fun, and you can get some wins. You can obviously get some wins with this deck. Very consistent, hits hard, hits fast. Let's get on to the deck profile. So we're going to start off the deck profile with Capture Energy. We play 2 copies of it. When we attach this card to one of our Pokemon, we can search our deck for a basic Pokemon and put it onto our bench. Our main attacker attacks for 1 water, 1 colorless, so the colorless energy doesn't really matter in the end. Original list used to play 4 copies of this. We went down to 2. I don't really mind the change, and it allows us to get 2 more cards in the list, which helps out a lot. We are also playing 6 copies of basic water energy. We can search out basic water with another card in the list, Capacious Bucket. So you don't need to run so many copies of this card that you need to draw into it, since you can just search it out. So that helps us. I like 6. It's a nice even number. I think if you go down to 4, that's too little, even though you can search it out. And I think going up to like 8 is way too much. The next card we play is Cape of Toughness. When we attach it to one of our basic Pokemon, it gets 50 plus HP. So an extra 50 HP is very good. It lets us tank hits. Occasionally we can tank a hit with this, and allows us to have another turn and another Melanie, just draw more cards, get more combo pieces that we need to win the game. We also are playing 1 copy of Choice Belt. When we attach it to a Pokemon, those attacks do 30 more damage to a Pokemon V. That includes VMAX, V-Star, and V-Union. Really like it. I really like the 1-1 split of Cape of Toughness, Choice Belt. I do think I would like to add 1 more copy of each. We are also playing 3 copies of Rare Candy. Basically, we have a basic Pokemon, we have a stage 2, and we don't have the stage 1, or we don't want to play the stage 1. We can play Rare Candy and cheat the evolution, and really helps us get Ludicolo into play, since we play no copies of the middle evolution. And we can search Rare Candy out because it is a trainer card. We are also playing 3 copies of Evolution Incense. Search your deck for an evolution Pokemon, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. It searches out Drizzle, Intellion, and Ludicolo. Really like this card. We are playing 3 copies. I don't think I would ever go up to a 4th. I might add Ultra Ball over a 4th, just because that allows us to search out basics as well. Next up, we are playing Capacious Bucket. We are playing 3 copies. The effect of this card is search your deck for up to 2 water energy cards, reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle your deck. So we basically search out our basic waters. That's why we can play a low amount, since we can search it. I do feel like 3 copies is a bit too much. I would like to go down to 2 copies, and then that gives us 1 more slot, and I might add in Cape of Toughness or Choice Belt, because I do feel like those cards are more important as a 2 of, depending on the matchup. We are then playing 3 copies of Scoop Up Net. Put one of your Pokemon that isn't a V or GX into your hand, discard all cards attached to it. So you pick up, let's say you have an Intellion in play, you pick up the Intellion, Drizzle, and Sobble. Any tools or energies attached do get discarded. I do like the 3 copies. The original list used to play 2. I like the 3, it's a good upgrade. So I'm thinking I'm going to stick at the 3. But if you cut 1 Scoop Up Net for maybe a Cape of Toughness and then a Capacious Bucket for a Choice Belt, I personally wouldn't see anything wrong with that. Next up, we are playing 4 copies of Quickball. Discard a card from your hand, search your deck for a basic Pokemon, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. Basically, it's discard synergy with water energy. It helps us get basic Pokemon. Since Suicune V's attack is basically done because you have a lot of basic Pokemon or bench Pokemon in play, getting Pokemon on your field is very important, so we play the 4 copies. Next up, we have 4 copies of Level Ball. Search your deck for a Pokemon with 90 HP or less, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. It searches out our Lotads, Sobbles, and Drizzles, and we don't have to discard anything for it. So it helps us fill up our bench. It helps us get the pieces we need, because we can search out a Drizzle, which searches out any other trainer card. Really good card. I don't think I'd ever go below 4 copies. Next up, we're playing a card you don't see too often, and that is Cross Switcher. You must play 2 Cross Switchers at once. Switch your opponent's bench Pokemon with their active Pokemon. If you do, switch your active Pokemon with one of your bench. So basically, you play 2 copies of it, and it's a Guzma. Really good since we want a Melanie every single turn or Ryhon. We basically play Cross Switcher so we can also Gust in the same turn. Really good card. It really sucks when you prize one of them, because that means you only get 1 Gust effect off unless you're able to get the other Cross Switcher that you prized off some prize cards once you knock out your opponent's Pokemon. Next up, we are playing 1 copy of Ryhon. You can only play this card if one of your Pokemon was knocked out during your last turn. Attach a basic energy from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon. If you do, search your deck for a card, put it into your hand, then shuffle your deck. Basically, this is a good late game card. Sometimes I like to Ryhon a water onto a Suicune, get a capture energy with the search effect, and then fill our bench up if we have no other way of filling our bench up. And we only play the 1 copy because we do want a Melanie ideally every single turn. Next up, we are playing 1 copy of Marnie. I just wanted a supporter that just drew cards just as a one-of. I might cut it because I don't like it that much. I think I might like another Choice Belt or Cape of Toughness over the Marnie, but Marnie is in the list. Next up, we are playing the card we want to play every single turn, and that is Melanie. Attach a water energy card from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon V. If you do, draw 3 cards. It reminds me of Welder back in the Sun and Moon era, but this card basically allows us to power up a Suicune in 1 turn and start swinging. Drawing 3 cards isn't the best, but when you can draw into stuff like Drizzle and Intellion to search out any other card you need, it's really not that bad. And then starting off our Pokemon, we are playing 1 copy of Manafi. Basically just for the ability. The ability reads, prevent all damage done to your bench Pokemon by attacks from your opponent's Pokemon. So basically we're playing that because we do want to respect Urshifu. Urshifu beats us. We don't really respect Jolteon that much as they beat us solely off weakness alone. So hitting our bench isn't as bad because we just lose to weakness. But we haven't seen too many Jolteons being played due to the fact that Urshifu is doing so good. The next Pokemon we play is 3 copies of Lotad. It has the Call for Family attack, which I have used a few times. And we just need that to evolve into our next Pokemon. Which our next Pokemon is 2 copies of Ludicolo. We play it for the ability. We want to rare candy our Lotad into the Ludicolo. Use the ability, because that allows our basic Pokemon to do 100 more damage. So our Suicune with a full bench, our opponent has a full bench. If we Ludicolo, we can take a knockout. Sometimes we're just out of range, but that's where the Choice Belt comes in and puts us in range. We also play 4 copies of the Rapid Strike Sobble. Keep Calling is a good attack to use early game just to get your other Sobbles onto the bench. It's only 1 prize, and we need it to evolve into our next Pokemon, which is 4 copies of Drizzle. It has the Shady Dealings ability. When we evolve it, we search our deck for a trainer card, put it into our hand, and shuffle our deck. Searches out any trainer, that's items, supporters, and stadiums. We also like it because it allows us to evolve into Intellion. We play 2 copies of the Shady Dealings Intellion. When we evolve into Intellion, we search for 2 trainer cards instead of 1. Very, very good card in this list. We used to play 2 Quick Shooting, 1 Shady Dealings, but now we're just on a 2 Shady Dealings as we just want to attack over and over, and this allows us to Melanie, maybe get into an Intellion to cross switch or to just hunt down bench Pokemon. And then the main attacker we play is 4 copies of Suicune V. It has the ability Fleet-Footed. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is in the active, you may draw a card. Not the best ability, but drawing 1 card has helped so many times, you wouldn't believe it. It also has the Blizzard Rondo attack. 20 damage plus 20 more damage for each bench Pokemon, yours and your opponent's. It attacks for a water and a colorless, so we can use capture energy and water energy. That is the list. What do you guys think of it? What would you change? Let me know in the comments. Also, let me know what deck I should do next. I'm thinking of Rapid Strike Urshifu or Arceus Intellion. Definitely let me know your thoughts below, and I'll see you in the next video.